every pony. Hello, every pony of the internet. It's me, Weird Alicorn, and I'm back today with NextDoorBrony News Podcast. Today I have with me Golden Fuss. Say hello, Golden Fuss.
Hey there! I'm lonely.
He's lonely. We're both lonely. It's just the two of us today, you and I. Yeah. So we're going to be talking about the last couple of episodes because some stuff has gone down in the past couple of weeks, and we want to talk about the MLP episodes of epicness and craziness that happen to be in this fourth season. We're going to start off talking about Rarity Takes Manhattan. Do you remember that one, Golden Fuss?
I remember some parts.
I'll just
I remember some parts.
I'll give a quick overview for the Prosperity. Basically, Rarity goes to Manhattan because she has a fashion show lineup. She's about to present her new designs.
I remember Coco Pommel.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
She comes into play later on in the episode. Basically, Rarity goes there, and the other main six are with her. Again, for no real reason other than just to have them there. Rarity said they have tickets to Henny of the Hill, which is, I think that's a play on Benny Hill, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if that's what they were parodying there. But when they show the play at the end, it kind of looks like something out of The Sound of Music or something like that. I don't know what I don't exactly know what it was supposed to be a parody of, but it seems like it should be a parody. So Rarity goes to Manhattan. They have a big musical number where it had a funny intro to the musical number, if I remember correctly. What was it? They're talking about the Henny of the Hills production, and Rainbow Dash is saying, like, that's just so weird. Musicals are just so weird how ponies just break into song, and then all of a sudden Rarity, of course, breaks into song in the middle of the episode. Yeah. It was a funny introduction.
Don't forget the random music cue. Then all of a sudden, everyone's like, well, everyone that's watching the show is like, oh, here we go.
Of course, man. So they go through that song, and of course, there's a couple of references in that song. They had a Grumpy Cat cutie mark. One of the ponies had a Grumpy Cat. And they also had a Spider-Man reference, I believe. I think it was a Spider-Man reference. I'm pretty sure it was. So essentially, Rarity goes, and it's basically like, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie The Devil Wears Prada. It's with Anne Hathaway.
I've wanted to see that. I've wanted to see that for so long.
It's essentially the same exact plot line, just shortened down to 30 minutes in this episode, where basically Rarity kind of, well, it's not the same, but it's kind of the same idea that Rarity's a small town fashionista pony. When she gets to the big city, she gets screwed over essentially by someone who she thought was like being nice to her, and of course, like, city ponies are assholes, I guess, and they don't, or just this one city pony in particular. But yeah, and in the end, of course, everything kind of works out for the best. Rarity is able to come up with a new line, but she had mistreated the other main six during the process of making her new fashion line, the impromptu hotel thing, which was really cool. How do you like the designs on the ponies, Golden Fuzz? When they
I like the soap.
Yeah, that was cool. That was really cool. The what was the other one? The lampshade hat. I think that was one of them.
And the keys.
Yeah, the keys. That was cool. I really,
how the hell did they get them keys away from the hotel?
I don't know. They just stole them, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it didn't have like a do not disturb sign like hanging from their ears, like earrings or something. You know what I mean? That would have been cool. What else? Oh, they had a couple of cool background ponies introduced in this episode as well. They had the bellhop pony. I don't know what the fandom has dubbed his name yet, or what the actual name of him is yet. I didn't.
The actual name will probably be something like Bellhop.
Yeah, so it would probably be that. Yeah, or Bell. No, they couldn't call it Bellboy. I guess they could call it Bellboy. I don't know. They say girls in the show, so boy could essentially be the same. Yeah, well, go on. What?
I was thinking. I thought I'd heard Spike. I thought I've heard at least everyone at least once say, "Oh boy," or something like that.
Oh,
I know Rainbow said it, and I know Spike probably said it.
yeah, it's fine with the continuity to say boy. I mean, they say girls, "You're my girls" and stuff. Yeah, so it's fine to say boy and not.
Oh, I
Hulk
had no
or whatever.
idea.
Yeah. What else was there that I wanted to talk? Oh, I was talking about the models. They were showing off the Rarity's new fashion designs, and the one looks like lightning dust for some odd reason. Just it was odd. I don't know why, but one of them really looked like lightning dust from the Wonderworld Academy episode. Like it could have been her sister or cousin or something. I don't know. Same design, pretty much.
I just had a picture on my computer come up that I mean I have my computer right next to me with my phone. I'm on Skype with my phone. My screensaver just went to a picture of Discord saying of Discord with captions at the bottom. I am Discord, spirit of Gmail and disharmony alone, and I'm like, okay, okay.
Discord is funny in this season, because his position in their group now being like the odd one out. Like I guess they all kind of accept him begrudgingly as a friend, but he's still like, you don't know whether or not. Discord is essentially that one friend that like everyone has that like no one wants to talk to. Like that one guy that like whenever he's coming along, like everyone just has to be quiet and like go, oh, why is that guy there? Who invited him?
He's that guy.
Yeah, I know.
Guy.
He's coming. And if you don't have that one friend, that means you are the friend.
Oh Lord.
Anyway, I was talking about the episode. Yeah, I was just talking about the models. Like all the ponies in this episode were like had really cool designs. The other fashionista ponies were like just had really cool. The one had like this really like a blood red mane and it like had curly cues in it and like just all these cool. Oh, and they had a hoity-toity cameo along with the other two. I forget what the other two. Photo Finish was there and what's the other one called? I can't remember her name. What was the pony's name that Rarity? It was like the first big name pony she got to design dresses for. It was a girl pony. I can't remember for the life of me. Oh well, it'll come to me later, I bet. So yeah, they had bit appearances there. I also love the secretary pony, the one at the desk. If you remember her.
I have. Okay, bro. My mind. You're lucky for me to remember yesterday. I'm amazed. I've amazed myself so far about how much I remember.
Golden Fuss had a rough Friday night. It's all right.
Too many knocks to the head.
Too many, yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Too many ponies to comprehend, like right now. Well, I'll just give my thoughts on the episode then. If
oh my god, oh my god, the screensaver just came on, and it's an actual horse that says you spend your entire life working a profession to get to the level to sculpt in a life-size bronze horse, only for some jackass to come along and paint it Rainbow Dash.
Oh wow. You have odd screensavers, Golden Fuss.
Yeah.
Just my final thoughts on the episode were, Rarity got her spool, or whatever, the rainbow spool, whatever that was, and she had, like, rainbow eyes, which will come back in the next episodes we're talking about. The next episode after that was, Pinkie Apple Pie, which is, the Pinkie Pie goes on a trip with the apples because they want to find out whether Pinkie is actually their second, fourth, fifth cousin or whatever, once removed. Whatever.
Granny Smith in this episode. Oh my god.
Big Mac in this episode. Oh my god. He has like the most lines.
Oh my god. Yeah, in in the fact, well, maybe besides the apple bucking thing and whatever, but like, oh my God, he's a philosopher.
What was it? Was that that was the parachute line, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, it just sounded like they were doing like marijuana or something, and like that's what came out of it. Like, so you're saying that the answer to the universe, like that kind of stuff or whatever.
Oh my God! Imagine if he had said, what was it, 42?
Yeah, 42. Yeah, if Picky had made a 42 reference, that would have been amazing.
It would have been more amazing if the Big Mac had said, like, so you're saying, and then Big Mac's like, yep, 42.
42. Yeah, the comedy in this episode was really something that stood out to me. This episode was the premiere of who was the writer? I have to try to figure it out now. Hold up. I just want to try to. Pinky Apple Pie episode guide.
That makes me think of a cotton candy flavored pie.
Yeah, pretty much. It was written by Natasha Levin.
I was going to say no Klopp reference intended.
Yeah. Just keep away from that. We have to be somewhat civilized.
Yes.
Yeah. This. What were you gonna say?
I said. I said it. I said yes.
Oh yes. This episode was written by, as I said, Natasha Levenger, and this is her premiere episode. This is the first episode she had written, Pinky Apple Pie, and she really shone as a writer because it was funny as hell. Yes. I love the Falcon that keeps on reappearing or whatever. The map gets dropped into the water, the fish jumps out, and the Falcon grabs it.
Oh my god! They did a Licious, the everyone the Ponylicious stuff. They did a nod to that with the Apple Bloom. With Apple Bloom, yeah.
Oh great! I have to see that now.
When she was getting the map, she was doing all this weird dancing and singing. Then I'm Apple, and then she
episode. Yeah. In the episode, I thought you meant like a fan made thing. Yeah, no, I caught that. Apple Bloom was doing that. Yeah.
And then also, there's one of my favorite parts of the episode was, of all things. Well, no, my favorite part was when Pinky comes out of the I think it's either when she comes out of Twilight's place or when she comes out of the barn on Sweet Apple Acres.
What is it?
Hold up.
Oh, anyway, just the line "cousin," "Hey cousin," just had me lolling. I don't know. There was something about that. Just the way.
Sorry, my dad walked by my door.
Oh God!
I'm not supposed to be on the internet.
No.
Yeah, no. I know, right? But for real though, that face with them bulging eyes and that creepy ass smile.
Hey, cousin.
Down from the top. No, I mean when she's coming down from the top of the screen, she's upside down. She's like, fountain of chocolate. And
yeah.
Or mountain of chocolate or something like that. And that was my favorite part. My second favorite part of all things was the animation sequence for when she was skipping along the road to join in on the song.
Oh yeah.
Did you hear my bird? Did you hear my bird laugh?
I did not. Oh, I can hear him squawking now, peeping, whatever, squeaking. Yeah. So a lot of good comedy, a lot of good visual comedy. Like I said, the Falcon, like it picks up the freaking fish after it swallows the map. Then later on, it captures another Falcon. I think that was the joke or whatever it was. And they had this cool idea of what was the ant that they were going to go see? What was her name?
Golden Delicious.
Golden Delicious, that's right. The idea, people have been theorizing that her hair, Golden Delicious's hair, looks like Pinkie Pie's hair. It's all poofy and stuff. And if you remember at the beginning of the episode, Pinkie Pie did this kind of Jenga thing where she like took the bottom of the notes out and the thing didn't fall over. Well, later on, Golden Delicious does the exact same thing when she's looking through for the records of the Apple family. She picks up one of the scrolls or whatever it was, the books, from a big pile of books right from the bottom, and it looks like the whole pile should fall over, but it doesn't. Same just like Pinkie Pie.
Oh.
So that was kind of maybe a clue that maybe she really is part of the
Okay.
Apple.
Okay, everybody in the comments, who else got super sad when she just suddenly blew away the dust cat?
Oh, the dust cat, yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's a kid. No!
She had way too many cats, yeah.
Oh, she's in league with Awazoto.
Yeah, she is. Oh my gosh, that would have been crazy if they had like an allusion to Daring Do in like, because she has all that crazy stuff piled up in her house there. You think like, I don't know. They had a lot of opportunities to put a lot of references in the background there, just because with all the clutter and stuff, you think they would have, but I don't know.
I think it was too much of a like, they would have been too obvious. Like, there's so much stuff people would have all, because I mean, I know for a fact I paused on every frame in during the sequence with the inside of her house.
Yeah, I was sure I was gonna see like some kind of, I don't know, series 1 reference or reference to some other thing, whatever. They always have fun with references.
I was convinced I was going to find an Awazoto reference or Daring Do reference or something alluring to the cats that Awazoto uses.
I don't know. It was weird. So yeah, that was Pinkie Apple Pie. I'm just trying to move along so we can get to the last week's. Yeah, last week's episode was Rainbow Falls, which was Rainbow Dash episode. She goes to, oh no, they're preparing for the Equestria Games, right? Yeah, that's it. And yeah, they had what's his name, Boulder something.
Bulk Biceps.
Bulk Biceps, yeah. Which was, I thought the fandom name for him was better. Wasn't there like a fandom name for him? I can't remember what it was called.
Roid Rage or something?
Yeah, something like that. I thought it was better than what they had come up with, but Bulk Biceps is, I guess, pretty good. He was pretty funny throughout the episode. And then they had Fluttershy.
I felt like they were trying to reiterate his name as Bulk Biceps way too much. Like, they kept saying it over and over and over. I'm like, okay, I get it.
Don't forget, this is Bulk Biceps, if you couldn't tell by his whole giant muscling appearance, yeah.
And how is it he's lost the ability to fly as well as he did in Hurricane Fluttershy?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering throughout the whole episode. I'm like, he could fly pretty decently in that. If he got accepted into the Wonderbolt Academy, you'd think he'd have been much more proficient in his flying abilities and stuff. But
Wonderbolt Academy? What are you talking about?
He was in Wonderbolt Academy, wasn't he? That episode.
I have no idea.
I have no idea. So where Rainbow Dash goes to the Wonderbolt Academy and learns, and she shows up.
Yeah, I remember.
He was in that.
I remember. I just don't remember. I remember, but I don't remember. So okay.
He was there. Trust me, he was there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Confused, but okay.
So what happened after that? I can't even remember what happened. I think it was because I didn't really like this episode. This was it was a Rainbow Dash episode, and I didn't like it. How crazy is that? You guys don't know I really love Rainbow Dash, so it's odd that I don't really. There's an episode of her that I don't really like. I think because I didn't really like the message of the episode. So basically, I'll just overview it really quick. It was Rainbow Dash along with Shy.
Oh.
Yeah, go on. What?
Sorry. I just realized. Therapy!
Yeah, she was in there. They had a good... I'll get to that. So, what was it? Fluttershy and Bulk Biceps, along with Rainbow Dash, they're going to go for the qualifying rounds of the Equestria Games to see if Ponyville can get in. And the big dilemma in this episode is Rainbow Dash has to choose between Ponyville and the obviously much better Wonderbolts who represent Cloudsdale. And you see Soren in here. You actually get to hear him talk. That was kind of cool. I don't think you got to hear him talk before. If you did, it was like just one little sound bit. Um, so yeah, and you get what was the other one? Fleetfoot, and Spitfire. They were there as well. Soren gets injured, so they ask Rainbow Dash to fill his position, and so she has this big dilemma throughout the whole episode whether or not to stick with
Pretty much of a dilemma. She seems to be just completely content on siding with the Wonderbolts,
Which
just
was
up until
okay.
the point
Yeah, and
up until the point she has to make a decision.
that'll get to the point where I'll get to that because that's the one major problem I have with this episode. And a lot of people have pointed it out, but I just want to point it out for the sake of showing my own opinion on it. So basically Rainbow's like, Twilight, what should I do? Who should I pick between? Because I really like my friends. Obviously, I don't want to see them sad, and I'm supposedly the element of loyalty, so I should stick with them. But obviously, I'm such a good flyer, it would be a perfect match for me to be on the Wonderbolts, because they're awesome flyers, and they're even praising me, and they really want me to be on their team. And this has been my dream for my whole entire life, to fly with them and be one with them, but I still have to, like, partake in this friendship thing. And here's the problem I have with the episode, is there's this dilemma between sticking by your friends, right? Well, it's they present it as a dilemma, but it's really not. Because if you think about in life, if you're really good at something, right? Say you're like really good at singing and you're in a band, right? Say you're like the lead singer of a band in like your local town, and you're the best one in the band. You clearly stand out from everyone else. You're the lead singer. Doesn't mean that everyone else in the band is horrible, but like maybe you're just tiers above them. You know, you're just super good. You were born to be a star, right? And say a record company comes to you and is like, "Hey, we really love your voice. We really love you as just your appearance, your whole look just makes us want to like promote you and be the best you can possibly be," right? And then you go back to your bandmates, and they're like, "Yeah, you should totally like take this deal. We'll all go and become famous." And you, as a singer, are like, well, they only want me. They don't want the band, right?" Um, as a bandmate, if I was in that band, if I wasn't the one getting picked, I would still want that person to go through with their dream, because you only get one shot, like very few shots of that kind of stuff in your entire life, right? Like that.
You just narrowly avoided a Eminem reference there.
You got one shot. Mob spaghetti. Anyway, what was I going to say? So, if I was that person's friend, I would say go for it, because you don't get that kind of opportunity like every day, you know? So as a friend, I would be, yeah, you should totally go for this. I don't want to hold you back. You should totally go for your dreams. And that is the same exact situation in this episode, is where if Rainbow Dash would have just gone to like Fluttershy and Bulk Biceps and everyone else in Ponyville and just said, "Guys, this is like the one big chance I have to fly with my heroes, to be famous, to get known, to be loved by everyone for my flying abilities. This is what I've been training for my entire life." And yet, of course, here comes Princess Twilight Sparkle, giving her all fucking knowing wisdom. I'm sorry, I freaking cursed, but it's pissing me off how Twilight is being portrayed in this season. But she comes over and she's like, she never actually says what her position is, but you can clearly tell that she wants Rainbow Dash to pick Ponyville, right? I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. It's totally implied that Princess Twilight Sparkle wants her to stay with her friends. But if it was me, I'd be like, no, I want to go for my dreams, and I want to be just,
I've read
more than this.
I've read so much Twidash that I just can't put my opinion on this without it being biased.
Well, everyone's opinion is biased, so I mean, just that doesn't even have anything to do with the episode. I just wanted to say that, like, everyone's opinion is biased, so like don't ever pause to share your opinion because you think it's biased, Yeah, everyone's opinion is biased. That's why it's an opinion.
Yeah, my opinion would be biased on things that aren't canon, things that are in my head, and things that I have read.
Okay. Well, it's just
Bailey, hush, Bailey.
His bird.
Sorry, my bird's going crazy.
His bird is freaking out, man. So yeah, that was the one major problem I had with this episode, and the fact that it keeps going back to that same problem when I really don't think it's a problem at all. It's just the fact that Twilight and the rest of Ponyville has to recognize that, hey, Rainbow Dash, if she ever actually wants to realize her dream, she has to kind of, separate herself a little bit from you guys. Not necessarily saying that she's never going to be friends with you guys, of course not. But
hang on. My bird is losing its freaking mind. I've got to go ahead and go over here.
Then I'll just keep rambling on while you're gone. So yeah, that's my main point that I wanted to get throughout the episode, was that just really bugged me. Other than that, it was a pretty fun episode. It was fun seeing the Wonderbolts again. It was fun seeing
Say hi, Bailey.
Spitfire and them again. And it was really cool seeing freaking Pink Eye and Twilight Sparkle dressed up as cheerleaders. That was the funny
God, yes. Twilight Sparkle cheerleader, dude. I rewatched that episode 3 times, and it wasn't until the last time I rewatched it I realized, oh my god, that's Twilight.
I know, it was so weird. It was like, as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, so much clap will be written about this. As soon as I saw it, I just knew. I'm like,
civilized. We're supposed to say civilized.
Someone has been waiting for this moment. They're like, yes, cheerleader Twilight, my dream has been realized. I could see just one guy, like, one brony just pushing for Hasbro to do that. Like, they've been writing in every week. I'm like, I really want to see Twilight in a cheerleader outfit, And finally, they just gave in, like, all right, here, we'll put it in. Oh my gosh, that was good though. So yeah,
all I could think of is as the two generic Pegasus cheerleaders that random ass cheers.
Yeah, they had some pretty good ones there. And for some reason they reminded me. I don't know if you guys, the audience might remember, but I don't know if you'll remember if you've ever watched the original Pokemon, and Gary Oak always had.
Oh my god! Yes.
Gary Oak always had the cheerleaders. Or for some reason, they just reminded me of that. Just the way they were fangirling all over the Wonderbolts and stuff. I don't know.
They are to the Wonderbolts what Rainbow Dash is to Darren Go.
Yeah. They are fangirl. They are to the Wonderbolts what bronies are to MLP. So yeah, that was Rainbow Falls. Final opinions of Rainbow Falls, I guess, were just it looked cool. That was one big thing.
What?
It looked really cool, the episode. I always love episodes of flying.
Alright. Hang on.
Yeah, I don't know, Golden Fuzz has gone, but I'll keep rambling on. So, yeah, it looked really cool. I don't know what else to say. I'm lost. Flying episodes are always really cool. I loved flying episodes since Sonic Wonderbolt. Yeah, Sonic Rainboom, I meant to say. Because flying itself, it's so cool. It's just so cool, man. And the whole design of Rainbow Falls, it was so cool. For a second there, I thought there was like a scene where they kind of zoom in on. I think it was when Rainbow Dash shows up when she's all injured and stuff, and they zoom in on the scene. And for a second, I thought the houses in the background were churches because they look like they had crosses over like the roofs and stuff. It was weird, but yeah.
Get off my TV! Get off my TV! Get! Shut up!
It makes for very loud noise. Just Golden Fuzz rambling in his bird. Birdemic.
Don't you dare crap on my TV! Get!
Oh, well. So, yeah, as I was saying, final thoughts on Rainbow Falls. It was visuals were cool, story kind of sucked, but it was still awesome because it had Derpy in it. I'll concede that. Um,
Derpy, yes.
and obviously Pinkie Pie and Twilight Sparkle in cheerleader outfits was amazing.
And I mean, I am so glad that they brought Derpy's eyes back. I mean, even if her name's Ditzy, who gives a crap? Her
Sure,
eyes, that's awesome.
It's just like DJ Pone 3. Like, yeah, no one. She's vinyl. That's it. Like, no one actually is gonna really calls her DJ Pone 3. They all call her Vinyl, even though I don't think that's actually her canonized name. It's just whatever. Some things in the fandom will prevail over actual canon because so be it. Whatever.
I'm so confused. My bird smells like a wet dog, and she's dry and a bird.
Okay. Flying.
You can't let me have the front of a conversation in one of these podcasts. You just can't. Okay, I'll ramble, and to the point that I'll talk about how I don't know. See, I'm memory guy. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Birds everywhere. Oh, this is just going to be the ending. We're just going to be talking about birds. It's actually pertaining to the episode because it has flying, right? Birds fly and Rainbow flies and Picasai fly and everyone flies. I can't wait to see what else they're going to have for the Equestria Games. That was another thing that.
Hey, let's go Oprah. Let's go Oprah. You get a set of wings, and you get a set of wings, and you get a set of wings.
All right, everyone all over that's listening to this, I want you to look underneath your computer chairs. You will find a brand new bird, complete with a golden cage. Oh my gosh! Everyone gets birds.
You're an alicorn, and you're an alicorn, and you're an alicorn.
Everyone gets wings. Oh my gosh. That should be the season finale, don't you think? It's just Celestia in her throne room. It's just everyone gets wings, everyone gets horns. You get them. You're an alicorn. You're an alicorn.
That would be amazing.
That's what pops out of the box at the end of the season. It's like a little goes.
A tiny. No, I'm not gonna say fat. People who badmouth Oprah disappear. A tiny, somewhat pudgy Oprah goes ahead and pops out of the box and goes, "You're an alicorn!" And off to the main six. You're an alicorn, and you're an alicorn.
It should be the Travelocity gnome, and he just pops out at the end. And he's like, "You all win the free trip to the Crystal Empire." Just random, something completely out of left field that no one saw coming at all.
Until they heard this. We called it, guys. We called it.
Exactly, we did. Yeah, if that happens, you heard it here first. So yeah,
Ibrony and Alicorn. Here, right here. We heard it.
We called it.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to end this now. It's all gone.
Well, I have Silly Putty, so
that's good.
There's that.
That's good. Yeah, I don't know if you could tell this was impromptu because it was, essentially. I don't know what else we can talk about with NDB. We're probably going to have a new YouTube page up, and it's not going to be mine, so we might do that pretty soon, depending on how many people are watching us. So if you want us to have our own channel just purely for NDB stuff, let me know, and I'll let the others know, or we'll let the others know. Yeah, we talked about the last 3 episodes. We didn't talk about today's episode, because I don't know if Golden Fuzz, have you seen it yet?
Yeah, I watched it before we started the... Ow! That is how I hiccup sometimes.
Wow, okay.
I'm sorry.
That's the ending right there. No, I won't end it on that. I'm sorry, that like really cracked me up. Just you talking, and then all of a sudden you get interrupted by your hiccup there.
The fact that it was a gasping hiccup, like, oh my god, the world's ending. I think it's akin to the moment when you leave the toilet seat up and you sit down, and for a split second you think you're going to fall to the end of the world.
I can't breathe. Okay, I've been Weird Alicorn. This has been NDV Podcast. Say goodbye, Golden Fuzz.
I'm random. I'm Golden Fuzz. Bye, everybody.
Oh, that's the end. I can't breathe anymore. Goodbye, people of the internet. Bye bye.